Hello, everybody. Welcome to the channel, guys. If this is your first time seeing the stuff, I appreciate you watching. Right now, we're in the descent. Just going to do kind of a landing approach for Seattle. This is the Airbus A321neo. So right now we're descending, and we're headed into Seattle. The TINS 5 arrival right now, so we're ILS 34 left is what we're headed for right now, so just kind of descending through that right now. We got some of those beautiful mountain areas. This is fall, so the mountains are accurately covered in snow. Kind of see mountain peak over here. But, I figured I'd give you guys a little bit different. Instead of starting off at the airport, we're gonna start in the air. So, like I said, if it's your first time seeing this video content, stuff like that with my channel, I appreciate you checking me out. Well, I've got plenty of other stuff in here, but anyway. So we've got everything set up for an ILS approach. We're in a little bit of rocky airspace, a lot of turbulence. I will be taking over call-outs here in a second. I've got it set up to kind of do it for me. The auto response is on Beyond ATC. So that is where we're at. The plane's all set up down here. Get our auto brakes turned on right here. We got the low setting on. Oh, we got to be down to 16,000 in about 20 miles.
Center on 134.905, Alaska 54.
So that's our response there. So we're going to start getting the thing set up.
Center, Alaska 54. Descending via Chins 5, flight level 211.
We're going to leave that right now.
Seattle Center.
On nav. So what I'll kind of talk about as I come in, I'll kind of explain what I'm doing as much as possible, so that if you do play this, you're wondering what's going on, kind of see what's going on a little more. What I say. Now, I'm not professional at this at any means, and there's a lot of stuff that I do miss on here, so keep that in mind. Alright, so all this stuff off right now. Our seatbelts are on for our set. Seat up top.
Alaska 473, contact Seattle approach 133.65.
Very accurate for this area.
Alaska 473, have a good one.
We're gonna have a lot of cloud cover. It's high clouds. What I've seen on the weather, it's actually just updated. So looks like. All right, so the airport is gonna have some cloud coverage. So we're gonna break through the clouds. So we're not gonna see the airport. This is gonna be an ILS landing.
Seattle Center, WestJet 2060. Good morning, flight level 350.
And basically what we're going to do, we're going to get on the ground, going to basically reset the airplane so you can kind of see it a little bit, and then take it right back off,
Good morning, Seattle Center.
and we'll be headed up to Alaska. So we're going to change the flight number. We're going to change everything around.
Alaska
Just nice service to
495.
plane.
Contact Seattle approach 3365.
So our next flight number will be
Contact Seattle approach.
2503.
Alaska 495. See you.
So that's our next flight.
Delta 2874. Seattle Center. Roger.
So, and I'm trying to get that flight plan set up right now on Brief.
Alaska 495. Contact Seattle approach 133.65. Have a good morning.
Contact Seattle approach. Alaska 495. See you.
Okay, so I've got that all set up for another next flight plan. As you see, we're down. Now we're starting to make our turn, get ready for our inbound. Show it a little bit here, so we're just going to turn it out, and we're going to turn back in. So, computer's running
Alaska
everything right
54.
now,
Contact Seattle approach 133.65.
and I'm getting ready
Contact
to
Seattle approach. Alaska 54.
we got to be down to 6,000 feet by our
Alaska
next flight.
563. Contact Seattle Tower 120.905. Over to Tower
Drop
120.905. Alaska 563. Alaska 931. Leave Sonder heading 005. Expect radar vectors for visual approach runway 34 left.
Leave Sonder heading 005. Expect radar vectors.
We got speed brakes out right now. We're trying to slow ourselves down, help descend faster. We are going to go under.
Alaska 54, 4,000 feet.
We're going to go ahead and turn all these on.
342. Airport is at your 1 o'clock 15 miles. Report the field in sight.
Miles to our next.
Field in sight, Alaska 242.
Here.
Alaska 242, cleared visual approach runway 34 left. Cleared visual approach 34 left, Alaska 242.
I've got the call outs now, so
Horizon Air 2189, leave Sonder heading 005, expect radar vectors for visual approach runway 34
planes
left.
out ahead of us right now.
Leaf Sonder heading 005. Expect radar vectors for visual approach runway 34 left. Horizon Air 2189.
Horizon Air 2206, contact Seattle Tower 120.9 or 5, take
These
care.
are what I'm watching right now. Is we're watching the distance
Over
we're
to
out
Tower
from the airport.
120.9 or 5.
Also watching our
Horizon
altitude,
Air
so
2206.
trying to make
Have a good
sure
one.
we can get down, losing that altitude fast.
Horizon Air 2206, airport is at your 12 o'clock 14 miles. Report the field in sight.
Field in sight. Horizon Air 2206.
Horizon Air 2206, cleared visual approach runway 34 left.
Cleared visual approach
Alright,
34
we're gonna go
left.
ahead and
Horizon
set
Air
up localizer on
2206.
this.
Alaska 9 or 31, airport is at your 12 o'clock 13 miles. Report the field in sight.
We have the field. Alaska 9er 31.
Alaska 9 or 31, cleared visual approach runway 34 left.
Cleared visual approach 34 left. Alaska 9er 31.
Alright, so localizer is going to be down right now.
005, expect radar vectors for visual approach runway 34
Oh.
left.
Kind of listening to the
Leave
radio
Sonder
as
heading
well.
005. Expect radar vectors for visual approach runway 34 left. SkyWest 4042.
Alaska 242, contact Seattle Tower 120.9 or 5. Over to Tower 120.9 or 5, Alaska 242.
Off now, we're fully in
Alaska
localizer.
9 or 31, contact Seattle Tower 120.9 or 5.
We're gonna
Have a
start
good
hitting these
morning.
clouds and not be able to see anything out here, so
Over
I
to
am
Tower
watching our track.
120.9 or 5.
I'm gonna go ahead
Alaska 9er
and
31.
grab one of the flaps.
Horizon Air 2206, contact Seattle Tower 120.9 or 5. See you.
Contact Tower 120.9 or 5. Horizon Air 2206.
Horizon Air 2189, airport is at your 12 o'clock 13 miles. Report the field in sight.
We have the field. Horizon Air 2189.
Horizon Air 2189, cleared visual approach runway 34 left.
Not too
Cleared visual
clouds.
approach 34 left. Horizon Air
Scattered ones. We
2189.
got Seattle up here ahead of us. Have our
Skywest
gradual
3740,
turn here.
flight present heading. Intercept the 34 left localizer.
Fly present heading. Intercept the tree for left localizer. SkyWest 3740.
There's our waypoint right there.
Horizon Air 2189,
We're gonna be
contact
real close
Seattle
to
Tower
that 6,000,
120.9 or
so
5.
happy with that. That's why I switched it back
Contact Tower
over to
120.9 or
this
5.
on, so
Horizon
it's
Air
all in the computer
2189.
again. So we're
Alaska
set up for
548,
an altitude
turn right,
of
heading 300,
2,800,
intercept the 34 left localizer. Descend and
mainly
maintain
because of
4,300
the
feet.
fact that
Turn right, heading 300,
just trying to
intercept the
get
34 left
down to
localizer.
that's where the
Descend
glide
and
slope
maintain
starts.
4,300 feet.
Alright,
Alaska
so I've got
548.
2 flaps out now. Get our
Skywest
speed down
4042,
pretty hard.
airport is at your 12 o'clock 15 miles.
Trying to slow down a little bit.
Field in sight. SkyWest 4042.
Skywest 4042, cleared visual approach runway 34 left.
Cleared visual approach tree 4 left. SkyWest 4042.
Alright guys, we
Alaska
got this.
473, turn right, heading 300,
Set up.
intercept the
Got all
34
those
left
planes out there. You
localizer.
got
Descend and
stuff
maintain
covered here.
5,900 feet.
Beautiful day for
Heading 300.
flying.
Intercept the tree 4 left localizer.
Love how the clouds are.
5,900 feet. Alaska
right now.
City approach.
So
Expect further clearance in about 19 miles.
Turn right.
kind of why I'm
heading
slowing down
215.
right now is because
Descend
we got a
maintain
bunch of
6,000 feet.
planes out ahead of us.
Altimeter 3019
I'm trying to get into the
Alaska
pattern correctly.
548.
Just give the game
Alaska 548.
a little bit of
Airport
time
is at your
to
1 o'clock 14 miles.
do what it needs to do.
Report the field in sight.
We're back to descending
We have the
again.
field. Alaska 548.
That's the airfield way out here in the
Alaska
distance.
548. Cleared visual
There.
approach runway 34 left. Cleared visual approach 34 left. Alaska 548.
We got one plane out ahead of us.
SkyWest 3740. Airport is at your 12 o'clock 14 miles. Report the field in sight.
We have the field. SkyWest 3740.
SkyWest 3740.
I'm not gonna go ahead and grab it
Runway 34
right
left.
now.
Cleared visual approach 34 left. SkyWest 3740.
SkyWest 4042. Contact Seattle Tower 120.905. Have a good one.
Over to Tower 120.905. SkyWest 4042.
Alright, so what I'm looking for right now is I'm looking for a little
Contact Seattle
diamonds
Tower
set up here.
120.905.
Tell me that we're in the localizer.
Contact Tower 120.905. Alaska
So I'm just
548.
kind of watching for those to pop up. As soon as they do, then I'll go to
Alaska
approach.
548. Fly present heading. Intercept the 34 left localizer. Descend and maintain 4,300.
Fly present heading. Intercept the 34 left localizer. Descend and maintain 4,300.
I grabbed
Alaska
another
548.
thing of flaps here because
Alaska 548. Airport is at your 1 o'clock 15 miles.
there isn't another one in front of us.
We have the field. Alaska 548.
So we're gonna try. I'm gonna go full flaps right now.
Visual approach runway 34 left.
Try to give us the slowest
Cleared
speed
visual
possible
approach
can from
34
all these
left.
guys.
Alaska 548.
That one turn in on us.
SkyWest 3740. Contact Seattle Tower 120.905. See you.
Contact Tower 120.905. SkyWest 3740.
We're in line with everybody now. It looks like so. That's
Alaska 495. Airport is at your 12 o'clock 11 miles.
definitely at the right
Report the field in sight. We have the field. Alaska 495. Alaska 495. Cleared visual approach runway 34 left. Cleared visual approach 34 left. Alaska 495.
This is super busy right
Alaska
now.
495. Contact Seattle Tower 120.905. Contact Tower
There might be a go around on this. I'm not gonna lie, there
Alaska
might be a go around.
495.
So
Alaska 548. Contact Seattle Tower 120.905.
Over to Tower 120.905. Alaska 548. Seattle approach. Delta 804. 9,200 feet.
Alaska 54. Seattle approach. Good morning. Altimeter 3019er. Expect the visual approach runway 34 left.
we haven't picked anything up yet. Not into that area just yet. So
Alaska 54. Seattle approach. Good morning. Altimeter 3019er. Expect the visual approach runway 34 left.
Altimeter 3019er, expect visual approach runway 34 left, Alaska 54. Good morning.
Alaska 54. Airport is at your 12 o'clock 10 miles. Report the field in sight.
2,500.
Field inside, Alaska 54.
Alaska 54. Clear visual approach runway 34 left.
Big visual approach, 34 left, Alaska 54. Sorry guys, it gets busy.
Alaska 54. Contact Seattle Tower 120.905. Take care.
Tower 120.95, Alaska 54. Alright guys, we're gonna this right there. We're gonna go into approach mode now. Seattle Tower, Alaska 54 on final for 34 left.
Alaska 54, Seattle Tower. Continue.
Continue, Alaska 54. Alright, so the diamonds didn't show up, so I'm not seeing anything yet on that, but we should be into light slope now. Go ahead, I'll drop our landing gear close. Might get a go around here, right there. We are in the glide slope. Alright, down 3 green, brakes are on, there's our runway. Maybe pushing our minimums here soon. Land, 34 left, Alaska 54.
1,000.
Alright, we're almost to our minimums.
Seattle Tower, Alaska 473, visual runway 34 left.
Everything's looking good.
Alaska 473, Seattle Tower. Continue.
Roger, Alaska 473. 100 above.
Alright, we're out of
Minimum
minimums
100.
now. Continue.
400. 300.
Continue in, looking good. Mind you, autopilot's doing all of this for me right now.
200.
I ain't doing anything. Alright, I'm gonna kick off.
100. 50. 40.
This is me doing it now.
30. 20. 10. Retard.
Alright, a little hard of a landing there, but not too bad. Alright, we're gonna try for this. We're gonna try for this taxiway here.
Alaska 54, exit right at Echo.
You're right at Echo, Alaska 54. Alright guys, we made it here to Seattle. Cleaned everything up on the plane.
Alaska 54, contact ground 121.7.
Over to ground 121.7, Alaska 54.
Alaska 326, hold position for traffic. Hold position, Alaska 326.
Seattle ground, Alaska 54, 8 November 17.
SkyWest 3673, request taxi to the active. SkyWest 4155,
Here.
cross runway 34 right at Quebec. Continue taxi via Quebec. Cross 34 right at Quebec. Continue via Quebec. SkyWest 4155.
Alright guys, everything's good on that. We can take the brakes off.
SkyWest 4155, contact Seattle Tower 119.9er.
Go to
Over to Tower 119.9er, SkyWest
center here.
4155.
34 center, I guess it is.
54, welcome to Seattle Tacoma. Safe parking or advise if need assignment.
Oh,
Request gate November 17, Alaska 54.
Alaska 54, gate November 17, taxi via Juliet. Hold short runway 34 center.
taxi gate November 17, taxi via Juliet, hold short runway 34 center.
SkyWest 3673, runway 34 center taxi via Bravo, Quebec. Hold
Yes,
short
we're
runway
holding
34
short.
right.
Runway 34 center via Bravo, Quebec. Hold short runway 34 right. SkyWest 3673.
Alaska 54, holding short 34 center.
Delta 1914, ready to taxi to the active.
SkyWest 3673, hold position for company traffic. I'll call you back.
Hold position.
Alright,
SkyWest
while we're doing this,
3673.
I'm gonna get fired up.
Alaska 54, hold short of 34 center. I'll call you back.
Holding short 34 center, Alaska 54. So most likely got, yep, there it is right there. Got an airline that's
Delta
off.
1914, runway
Hold
34
tight.
center taxi via Bravo, Quebec. Hold short runway 34 right.
So we're gonna get across Juliet.
Runway
Probably have
34
to
center
hold
via
short
Bravo,
of
Quebec.
right.
Hold short runway 34 right. Delta 1914.
So I'd be expecting to take off out of the center.
Alaska
Go
326,
again.
continue taxi.
Continue taxi. Alaska 326.
Alright, let's
Alaska 54, cross runway 34 center at Juliet. Continue taxi via Juliet. Hold short runway 34 right.
cross 34 center at Juliet. Hold short 34 right. Alaska 54. There's
Alaska 1043, gate November 20 taxi via Charlie, Alpha.
Gate November 20 taxi via Charlie, Alpha, Alaska 1043.
Delta 1914, cross runway 34 right at Quebec. Continue taxi via Quebec.
Cross 34 right at Quebec.
Here.
Continue via Quebec. Delta 1914.
Alaska 54 holding short runway 34 right.
Alaska 727, ready to taxi to the active.
Delta 1914, contact Seattle Tower 119.9er.
Contact Tower 119.9er, Delta 1914.
Fast taxi over there.
Alaska 54, cross runway 34 right at Hotel. Continue taxi via Juliet, Hotel, Bravo.
Cross 34 right at Hotel. Taxi via Juliet, Hotel, Bravo, Alaska 54. Alright guys.
SkyWest 3673, continue
Across
taxi.
this runway and
Continue taxi.
over here to our
SkyWest
gate.
3673.
Alaska 495, gate November 19er taxi via Charlie, Alpha.
Gate November 19er taxi via Charlie, Alpha, Alaska 495.
Alaska 326, cross runway 34 right at Quebec. Continue taxi via Quebec.
Cross 34 right at Quebec. Continue via Quebec, Alaska 326.
Alaska 326, contact Seattle Tower 119.9er.
Over to Tower 119.9er, Alaska 326.
Alaska 727, runway 34 center taxi via Bravo, Quebec. Hold short
Alright, so
runway
we're going
34
right over here
right.
to area.
Runway
It looks
34
like.
center taxi via Bravo, Quebec. Hold short runway 34 right, Alaska 727.
SkyWest 3673. Cross runway 34 right at Quebec. Continue taxi via Quebec.
We're gonna hold short.
Cross runway 34 right at Quebec.
Out.
Continue taxi via Quebec. SkyWest
Talking coming,
3673.
so I didn't want to go nose to nose with him.
SkyWest 3673. Contact Seattle Tower 119.9er.
Over to Tower 119.9er. SkyWest 3673. Delta 2447. Gate Bravo 9er Alpha. Request pushback.
Delta 2447. Seattle ground. Pushback approved. Face south.
Pushback and engine start approved. Face south. Delta 2447.
Delta 804. Gate Alpha 12 taxi by Echo. Hold short runway 34 center. Over to gate Alpha 12 taxi by Echo. Hold short runway 34 center. Delta 804.
SkyWest 3818. At gate Bravo 5 Alpha. Request pushback and engine start.
SkyWest 3818. Seattle ground. Pushback and engine start approved. Face south.
Pushback approved. Face south. SkyWest 3818.
All right. Go ahead and set our parking brake. Our engine's turned down. We're gonna get all of our lights off. Here, I don't need to worry about that.
Delta 804. Cross runway 34 center at Echo. Continue taxi by Echo. Hold short runway 34 right. Cross 34 center at Echo. Continue by Echo. Hold short runway 34 right. Delta 804.
We're gonna take that off.
Alaska 727. Cross runway 34 right at Quebec. Continue taxi via Quebec.
Turn that all off.
Cross runway 34 right at Quebec.
Reset it.
Continue taxi via Quebec. Alaska 727.
And we're starting our deboarding process. So,
Alaska 727. Contact
Alright, guys,
Seattle
so this
Tower
is what-
119.9er. Have a good morning.
what's gonna happen here? I'm gonna have to
Over to Tower
restart
119.9er. Alaska
ATC
727.
so it gets my new flight in. That's generated.
SkyWest 4042. Gate Sierra 5.
So that's why it's gonna go quiet for a sec. Seattle is busy. Now you're gonna hear that engine start back up. As Beyond ATC starting back up.
Beyond ATC connected.
Make sure I got the right flight here. Okay, we're doing the deboarding process right now. Totally messed that up. Alright. Give me a second. I just realized I messed up my departure. Airport. Regenerate that and restart Beyond ATC. Okay. we have a full flight. Both flights are completely full.
Secure ATC connected.
All right, so that is all generating perfectly. Let's go back over here. Flight plan. Let's see. To regenerate that. Yes. All right. Sync plan. Sync payload. Sync the fuel as well. And we have to reload. And sim brief. It's reloaded now, so we're good there. All right. So GSX is done there. Everything's shown good. We've got our new flight plan. So there's our flight plan. Okay. So let's go ahead. I need to get back up here, turn these all back on. That actively started back up. All of this stuff is all good. Okay. Good. Okay. So we're 34,000 on this one, so we're going to reset our altitude. Okay, so there's Kate. Okay. So that is all done. And I am talking to myself a little bit, so habit of mine. Alright. So new flight plan.
Delta 595 at gate Bravo 11. Request pushback.
Alright.
Delta 595, Seattle ground. Pushback and engine start approved.
Alternate on this one.
Face south.
Pushback and engine start approved. Face south. Delta 595.
So cost index on this one's going to be 98. And our flight level on this is going to be 34,000. Looks good. And that's good. Okay, all of that is looking good. So we'll go to flight plan.
Alaska 442 at gate November 18. Request pushback and engine start.
Okay, so that's all set now.
Alaska 442, Seattle ground. Pushback and engine start approved. Face west.
Pushback approved, face west. Alaska 442.
Delta 595. Request taxi.
Delta 595, runway 34 center taxi
Yeah.
via Whiskey. Bravo, Quebec.
Why am I
Hold short runway 34 right.
Oh, that's right. Never mind.
All right, we'll taxi to runway 34 center via Whiskey, Bravo, Quebec. Hold short runway 34 right, Delta 595.
Alaska 442, ready to taxi to the active. Alaska 442, runway 34 center taxi via Bravo, Quebec. Hold short runway 34 right. All right, we'll taxi to runway 34 center via Bravo, Quebec. Hold short runway 34 right, Alaska 442.
Let's do this real quick, figure out what's going on. And we have the flight
Skywest
consoles.
3608, Gate Sierra 8. Request pushback and engine start.
SkyWest 3608, Seattle ground. Pushback and engine start approved. Face west.
Pushback approved. Face west. Skywest 3608.
Alright, let's shut the whole
Delta
thing down.
595, cross runway 34 right at Quebec. Continue taxi via Quebec.
Resets it.
Cross 34 right at Quebec. Continue via Quebec, Delta 595.
Delta 595, contact Seattle Tower 119.9er.
Over to Tower 1.
Alright, I go dark. So going dark, we're gonna shut everything down. Let everything sit. Passengers are almost completely on board. Deboarded. Turn that back on.
Skywest 3608. Gate Bravo 15. Request pushback and engine start.
Hoping it did everything I was asking. I was hoping it would. It
SkyWest 3608, Seattle ground. Pushback and engine
Set
start
these.
approved. Face west.
Pushback approved. Face west. Skywest 3608.
Skywest 3608. Request taxi.
SkyWest 3608, runway 34 center taxi via Bravo, Quebec. Hold short runway 34 right.
Runway 34 center via Bravo, Quebec. Hold short runway 34 right. Skywest 3608.
runway 34 right.
Runway 34 center via Bravo, Quebec. Hold short runway 34 right, SkyWest 3608.
Not in there.
SkyWest 3608. Cross runway 34 right at Quebec. Continue taxi via Quebec.
Cross 34 right at Quebec. Continue via Quebec, SkyWest 3608.
SkyWest 3608. Contact Seattle Tower 119.9er.
Over to Tower 119.9er, SkyWest 3608. Have a good one.
See what this will.
SkyWest 3608. Cross runway 34 right at Quebec. Continue taxi via Quebec. Cross runway 34 right at Quebec. Continue taxi via Quebec. SkyWest 3608. SkyWest 3608. Contact Seattle Tower 119.9er. Over to Tower 119.9er. SkyWest 3608. Have a good morning. SkyWest 211. Ramp Quebec 14 taxi via Echo. Hold short runway 34 center.
Ramp Quebec 14 via Echo. Hold short runway 34 center. SkyWest 211.
Alaska 149 at ramp Quebec 10. Request pushback. Alaska 149, Seattle ground, pushback approved. Face south. Pushback and engine start approved. Face south. Alaska 149.
See if it pulls that up. Where is it? Nah. There it is. Shut up. Yeah, come on.
SkyWest 211, cross runway 34 center at Echo. Continue taxi via Echo. Hold short runway 34 right.
Cross runway 34 center at Echo. Continue taxi via Echo. Hold short runway 34 right.
Scott West 211.
Alright guys, I'm gonna have to end this, restart this plane.
Alaska 149.
So,
Request taxi to be active.
actually just give me a second.
Echo, Bravo, Alpha, Whiskey.
Fix this real quick. Alright guys. Had to basically restart this whole thing. So, now we're back in here, we're gonna get this set up. Level 34,000. Alright, there it goes. Now let's put this in there so we can hit our departure here. I am expecting 3-4 right. Hangar 9 departure. Transition. So we'll insert that. Mary, we're going to be there. Nice.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is the captain speaking. On behalf of ourselves and the entire cabin crew, we would
Ignore
like to
that
wish you a
because we're
complete
not
safe flight. We have just
anywhere
finished loading and will
ready to
soon start
go.
taxiing to the runway. The flight should take place according to the
So-
scheduled time. We ask you to leave the safety cards on the seats in front of you and follow the cabin crew's instructions. Thank you and have a nice flight.
ETA. Price. We're gonna kind of go right up the coastline, it looks like. Where's that one? I might have hit the wrong one here. Might have hit the wrong one there. Yep, I did. Okay, so let's clear that one back out. Price. Okay. Alright, so that is that part. And we're going to start up arrival. 07 left ILS. 85 arrival. that is everything on that aspect. Good. Alright, we're good there. On the flight plan, we're gonna go to our perf page. Those all set up. Ops 1. And alright, we're all good there. So that section is done. Let's see. Go to additional services.
Lavatory
Lab.
service has been requested.
Got fixed. I'm gonna pop outside. I'm pretty sure we're nosed into the building here, which we are. So ignore that. But we've got a lot of different planes that are around us. We'll just kind of stay out here for a sec, just to kind of show some stuff, get everything done here. Laboratory service. Clearing service, come back out. Already been refueled. So we're going to go ahead and request our boarding. So it is going to ask me to do cruise because I reloaded the plane. I'm going to have to try stuff with the 737-800 again. There's the water service coming in. Truck. Those guys to be up there. I didn't notice that. I did not even notice that. That's funny. Alright, so. Shit, nobody on that aspect. Oh, suicide.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
So we're boarding passengers now. Wing walkers out. Catering truck is catering.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Is gone. Water's been filled. Let's get back inside. We're gonna get clearance. Alaska 2503, request IFR clearance
Locking
to
gear.
Anchorage.
Alaska 2503, Seattle clearance. Clear to Ted Stevens Anchorage Airport. Banger 9er departure with the airy transition then is filed. Climb via SID except maintain 3000. Departure frequency 123.9er. Squawk 4741.
Ted Stevens, Anchorage Airport. Banger 9er departure with an airy transition, then as filed. Climb via SID, accept, maintain 3000. Departure frequency 123.9er, squawk 4741. Alaska 2503.
Alaska 2503, read that correct. Contact ground 121.7 when ready for push or start.
Contact ground 121.7, Alaska 2503. Please get our squawk code in. New squawk code is going to be 4741. So
SkyWest 3211, cross runway 34 center at Echo. Continue taxi via Echo. Hold short runway 34 right.
that's all done. That's all
Cross
done.
runway 34 center at Echo. Continue taxi via Echo.
We're on the ground.
Hold short runway
now.
34 right. SkyWest 3211.
Gonna go out now.
SkyWest 3211, cross runway 34 right at Echo. Continue taxi via Echo. Bravo, Alpha, Whiskey.
Why?
Cross runway 34 right at Echo. Continue taxi via Echo.
Man.
Bravo, Alpha, Whiskey. SkyWest 3211.
Got a bunch of planes over here ready to go. TSX does
Alaska
some
149
interesting
at gate
things.
November 14. Request pushback and engine start.
I know some of this probably I just need to.
Alaska 149, Seattle ground. Pushback and engine start approved. Face south.
Pushback approved. Face south. Alaska 149.
Alright, SkyShift stand clear. Looks like we're getting ready to start loading baggage on.
Delta 2324, contact Seattle Tower 119er.9er.
Over to Tower 119.9er. Delta 2324.
Delta 1015, gate Alpha 12 taxi via Echo. Hold short runway 34 center.
Gate Alpha 12 via Echo. Hold short runway 34 center, Delta 1015.
Delta 1015, cross runway 34 center at Echo. Continue taxi via Echo. Hold short runway 34 right.
Cross runway 34 center at Echo. Continue taxi via Echo. Hold short runway 34 right, Delta 1015.
Alaska 149, cross runway 34 right at Quebec. Continue taxi via Quebec.
Cross runway 34 right at Quebec. Continue taxi via Quebec, Alaska 149.
Alaska 149, contact Seattle Tower 119er.9er.
Over to Tower 119er.9er, Alaska 149.
Delta 1015, cross runway 34 right at Echo. Continue taxi via Echo, Bravo, Alpha, Whiskey.
Cross runway 34 right at Echo. Continue taxi via Echo, Bravo, Alpha, Whiskey, Delta 1015.
SkyWest 3630, gate Sierra 5 taxi via Echo. Hold short runway 34 center.
Gate Sierra 5 via Echo. Hold short runway 34 center. SkyWest 3630. SkyWest 3630.
SkyWest 3630, cross runway 34 right at Echo. Continue taxi via Echo, Bravo,
real busy day in
Alpha,
Seattle.
Whiskey.
Real busy.
Cross runway 34 right at
A
Echo.
lot of airport
Continue
traffic.
taxi by Echo, Bravo, Alpha, Whiskey, SkyWest 3630.
SkyWest 3830, cross runway 34 center at Echo. Continue taxi via Echo. Hold short runway 34 right.
Cross runway 34 center at Echo. Continue taxi via Echo. Hold short runway 34 right. SkyWest 3830.
Lights are fully loaded. There's some passengers too. Yeah, some passengers are done.
SkyWest 3830, cross runway 34 right at Echo. Continue taxi via Echo, Bravo, Alpha, Whiskey.
Cross runway 34 right at Echo. Continue taxi
Complete. We're ready to
via
go,
Echo,
guys.
Bravo, Alpha, Whiskey,
Back
SkyWest
inside, we're gonna start up
3830.
that APU. fired up.
Alaska 383, date November 19er taxi via Charlie Alpha.
Right next to us.
Date November 19er via Charlie Alpha, Alaska 383.
Our ground 20, Alaska 2503, ready for pitch and start at November 17.
Alaska 2503, Seattle ground, pushback approved. Face east.
Back through faces Alaska 2503. We're going to be going.
Skywest 168 Foxtrot,
Juliet parking brake complete.
Skywest 168 Foxtrot, Seattle ground, pushback approved. Face west.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Skywest 168 Foxtrot.
Back. Oh, I see what they're out here. I wonder what they're doing. We'll get back a little bit. I'm going to start turning this engine. Alright. Again. One.
Horizon Air 2388 at Ram Charlie 2. Request pushback at engine start.
Horizon Air 2388, Seattle ground, pushback approved. Face south.
Engine start approved. Stand south. Horizon Air
I wonder what
2388.
they're out here. Alright, that's interesting. Sweet, that far here. Alright. One's up and available.
Skywest 168 Foxtrot,
Me out in the way.
taxi for departure.
Delta 2530, gate Sierra 3 Alpha taxi via Charlie, Tango, November. Hold short runway 34 center.
Over to gate Sierra 3 Alpha taxi via Charlie, Tango, November. Hold short runway 34 center, Delta 2530.
Awesome.
Skywest 168 Foxtrot, runway 34 center taxi via Bravo, Quebec. Hold short runway 34 right.
Runway 34 Center taxi via Bravo, Quebec. Hold short runway 34 right. Skywest 168 Foxtrot.
Who's up? Operational.
Horizon Air 2388.
Good on all
Request
that.
taxi.
Wings on.
Horizon Air 2388, runway 34 center taxi via Bravo, Quebec. Hold short runway 34 right.
Runway 34 center via Bravo, Quebec. Hold short runway 34 right. Horizon Air 2388.
Horizon Air 2388, hold position for traffic.
Hold position. Horizon Air 2388.
Alaska 2503, request taxi active.
Horizon Air 2388, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. Horizon Air 2388.
Skywest 168 Foxtrot, cross runway 34 right at Quebec. Continue taxi via Quebec.
Cross 34 right at Quebec. Continue via Quebec. Skywest 168 Foxtrot.
Skywest 168 Foxtrot, contact Seattle Tower 119er.9er.
Contact Tower 119er.9er. Skywest 168 Foxtrot.
Alaska 9er 20, date November 20, taxi via Charlie Alpha.
Over to gate November 20, taxi via Charlie, Alpha, Alaska 920.
Alaska 2503, runway 34 right, taxi via Bravo.
Taxi 34 right, taxi via Bravo, Alaska 2503. Yes, so we're not taking off the center, we're going to be taking off this other right here.
Alaska 2503, hold position for traffic.
Hold position for traffic, 2503.
Alaska 2503, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, Alaska 2503.
Horizon Air 2388, cross runway 34 right at Quebec. Continue taxi via Quebec.
Cross tree 4 right at Quebec. Continue via Quebec. Horizon Air 2388.
Horizon Air 2388, contact Seattle Tower 119.9er, see you.
Contact Tower 119.9er. Horizon Air 2388.
United 204, gate Alpha 12 taxi via Charlie, Tango, November. Hold short runway 34 center.
Gate Alpha 12, taxi via Charlie,
Alright,
Tango,
everything's
November.
good to
Hold
go.
short runway 34 center, United 204.
On here.
Delta 2530, cross runway 34 center at November. Continue taxi via November. Hold short runway 34 right.
Cross 34 center at November, continue via November. Hold short runway 34 right, Delta 2530.
Got a Hawaiian Air liner up here. That'll be turned over to Alaska base here soon.
Delta 2530, cross runway 34 right at November. Continue taxi via November Whiskey.
Cross runway 34 right at November. Continue taxi via November, Whiskey, Delta 2530.
Alright, so we're just about to our runway. We're going to get
Delta 699, gate Bravo 7 Bravo taxi via Charlie, Tango, November. Hold short runway 34 center.
Gate Bravo 7 Bravo via Charlie, Tango, November. Hold short runway 34 center,
That's
Delta
out, everything's
699.
right here. All the way down.
Alaska 2503, contact Seattle Tower 119.9er.
Tower 119.9er, Alaska 2503. Seattle Tower, Alaska 2503, 34 right, ready to go.
Alaska 2503,
what the heck?
Seattle Tower, wind 020 at 9er, fly heading
What the heck was
340,
that?
runway 34 right, cleared for takeoff.
takeoff 34 right, Alaska 2503. Alright. Probably can I get clearance like that? Just roll right out of there and just go. That. What in the world? Let's open this runway. Here we go. One. Three. Great, you're up.
Alaska 2503, contact Seattle departure.
Over to Seattle departure, Alaska 2503. Seattle departure, Alaska 2503, flight level 3000.
Alaska 2503, Seattle departure, radar contact, cleared direct world, recent the Banger 9er. Climb and maintain 1717,000.
Cleared to whirl. Resume Banger 9er. Climb and maintain 17,000. Alaska 2503. Alright guys, we're going up to some clouds here, so I'm going to make sure our anti-ice is on. Got some heat on the engine there. That's all good. We're up and out. Clouds are up. Clouds, Seattle. Now. Off all of our lights here. And away we go. be on the other side.
Alaska 2503, descend via Whitty 5 arrival. Ted Stevens Anchorage landing runway 7 left. Altimeter 2967.
Descend via Whitty 5 arrival. Ted Stevens Anchorage landing runway 7 left. Altimeter 2967. Alaska 2503.
Alright guys, welcome back on this. I don't know why I'm welcoming you back though, because in your guys' world it'll be a pause. Yeah. Anyways, alright, we as you just heard got our vectors for approach. I'm gonna take you out quick. Check this out. So just as we're starting our descent now, as you can see, this is what we've been dealing with the whole flight. All these cloud covers. So the whole flight has just been nothing. I can't see the ground, nothing. So I'm kind of expecting a cloudy arrival. We're in our descent. Yeah, put that on. I'm going to leave the anti-ice on. We are in our descent mode now. We're probably 20 minutes to arrival. But yeah, I think we're going to be in a spot here in a second. Sorry, just looking at something. Alright, so like I said, we're in our descent. I'm trying to get a little more comfortable. Get some lunch and stuff before we land. Yeah, so if you guys didn't hear that, it's a Whitty 5. This is our approach. We're landing runway 7 left, and the altimeter is 2967. Now this is the Anchorage, Alaska landing. This is a longer flight. It's Salt Lake to Alaska to Anchorage is about 5.5, 6-hour flight. One that I've done, actually I've flown up there a couple times, and it's a fun flight. I personally, I would rather fly into Seattle and then out there, just because then you get a little bit of get out and switch legs kind of stuff. So that's why I'm kind of simulating this one.
Flight present heading. Climb maintain 1,000 feet. Altimeter 2967.
It's a good flight either way though.
About 14900 miles.
Not going to be as busy.
Flight present heading. Climb maintain 12,000 feet. Altimeter
Coming in, so we're going to get down, get landed.
46227.
We shouldn't have, like I said, it shouldn't have too much. We're going to be cloud cover a lot as we descend, so. Our Cat 2 is what I'm going off of. And I do need to set that up, so we're going to, well, camera right there. Get into, there we go. Let's see, I need to get this done. So we have our minimums here. And it does look like we're going to be landing in weather, so that doesn't surprise me in the least. And we're gonna have some wind. That's pretty fun. Not uncommon for down there, or up there, I guess. That is everything we needed. Back to the flight plan. There we go. So we're underneath the instrument here. Outside. Look at those clouds. Look at those clouds. Right here in the back of it. Like I said, we just had nothing but this the whole flight. Look at that. Clouds as far as you can see. So one heck of a moisture lock up here. Ignore.
Alaska 2503. Contact Anchorage Center 133.7.
Center on 133.7. Alaska
This will be the last
2503.
transition that
Anchorage Center, Alaska 2503. Descending via Whitty 5, flight level 216.
We'll swap that out and I'm going to take it over.
Alaska 2503, Anchorage Center, good day.
Hey guys, so get that swapped out. I'm going to be taking calls now, so man, that's pretty. These clouds are low. We're going to have low altitude on a lot of this, so good. We have reserve. This is running good. That's a good view. That one there. Okay, so I do have terrain on this previous now. So we are going to leave that on. That's what comes down. So we're just not in the day of this year, so yeah, this will be a fun flight. I'll do, no, I think I'm going to do another flight on this. There's another flight I want to do. Anchorage, or right here local, but we'll see. I don't know. Might be a few recording in the future. was messing with the game. I didn't do any recordings on it, but I was messing around yesterday. And I was flying the 737-800, just getting some more practice with that. And this approach right now is reminding me of yesterday's flight. I got home yesterday off the road, and it was just a complete downpour out here in Utah. So I decided that it'd be something fun to fly from like Albuquerque, New Mexico, up to Salt Lake. I was gonna keep it going and fly all the way up to Seattle, but decided to wait till this morning to do that. But, that was a fun flight. The cloud coverage was really low. It's only about 300 above is where I came out of the clouds. So you didn't see the runway till like we were right there. It was kind of nerve-wracking in an aspect of it, but they didn't even have us on an ILS runway. It's interesting. They had to put it on RNAV. So got a little bit of break in the clouds down there. Got some mountains. Give it a little turn here. Got 12,000 up right now, so I'm gonna get ready. I'm watching that, and then we're gonna get our landing lights on. Go back outside. There he is.
Alaska 2503.
There's the bay.
Contact Anchorage, approach 118.6.
Over to Anchorage, approach 118.6, Alaska 2503. I've actually been right here. Beautiful. If you ever have the time and the money to go to Alaska, 100% in the springtime, go up there. Wintertime is not too bad. If you can do spring and summer trips to Alaska, I highly suggest you go up to Anchorage. This bay here, you see a lot of wildlife, a lot of different things. Saw some different types of whales
Departure,
here.
Alaska 137. Good day.
Phenomenal. I want to go back so bad. So it's a trip that I definitely want to do.
Anchorage approach. Good day.
But yeah, this is
Expect a visual approach runway 7 right.
glad to see that.
Altimeter 2967. Expect the visual approach runway 7 right. Alaska 137.
137 is going to be 7 right. We're doing 7 left. So we're jostling around a little bit. Alright, 10,000 feet right now. We're going to jump back inside here. Get our lights all on. And that's all on. Yeah, we are in heavy turbulence now. This is kind of common for this area. We get a lot of that. The first flight into Alaska, we had a lot of turbulence. There was a snowstorm. It wasn't like a heavy one. We had some turbulence there. That's interesting. I came in the middle of winter too, so. Might get below some of those clouds. Get some rain now. Alright. Definitely get some rain on the windows here. Okay, so
Alaska 137. Leaf Taker heading 170. Expect radar vectors for visual approach runway 7 right.
right now we're anticipating a wet runway, so I'm going to go brakes
runway 7
2,
right,
or medium.
Alaska 137.
Full extension on flaps, everything. So we got some odd brakes over here. We're landing to the right over here. So our airport is going to be directly in front of us right now.
Alaska 137, turn right, heading 170, vectors for the approach.
Turn right, heading 170, Alaska 137.
Alaska 137, descend and maintain 2,500 feet. Altimeter 2967.
Descend and
Right
maintain
there.
2,500 feet. Altimeter 2967, Alaska 137.
We're on ILS mode. Heavy rainfall. If you look out there, you can see how heavy that rain is. Down pretty good. I'm going to wait till we get ready to start our turn. Kind of slow our speed a little bit. Not too worried about flaps out yet. We will start doing flaps here in just a second though before we get to our turn here. We're just going around in the bay right now to set up for landing. Still looking really good. Yeah, we're gonna be landing in heavy rain, so this will be a very similar landing, but this will be a full ILS. I wasn't fully anticipating that for this landing, but it'll be fun to do. That's one thing with me. I do really enjoy the ILS landings, but I also like doing the hand fly.
Anchorage departure, Horizon Air 2019. Good day, 800. Horizon Air 2019, Anchorage departure. Good day, radar contact. Clear direct Isaac. Resume the FITS 4. Climb and maintain 10,000 feet. Clear direct Isaac. Resume the
flaps. It's down to just about 200 miles per hour, 200 knots, I guess. Right back into it again with heavy rainfall. Now we're out over the bay, so I'm not too worried about mountain areas. They're all behind us. Everything that's out in front of us right now is way down. It's like 1,000 feet, sometimes lower. So we're supposed to be at like 16 when we hit the glide slope. So I'm not very concerned about it. When we start this next turn, we'll start lowering again. I don't know, heavy rainfall. Mind you guys, this is live weather for Alaska right now, so it is doing exactly this up there. I've already verified it on my weather app. So, heavy rainfall in the area. It's going to be raining there for the next. It's a huge storm. So, alright, we're just about to make that right hand bank back into the airport. Line up. Go.
Alaska 137. Airport is at your 10 o'clock 12 miles. Report the field in sight.
Field in sight. Alaska 137.
Alaska 137. Cleared visual approach runway 7 right.
That's surprising.
Cleared visual approach 7 right. Alaska 137.
And as soon as we come out of this next turn, level back out. I'm going to grab my next stage of flaps. So we're just in this flight train right now.
$2,500.
Above.
Alaska 137. Contact Anchorage Tower 118.3. See you.
You know we have one coming out there.
Contact Tower 118.3. Alaska
One behind me,
137.
it
See
looks
you.
like it's popping up on my radar. We're in a twisty channel turn. Second stage of flaps there. Go ahead and turn on our localizer. Wait for that localizer. to just so rely on these instruments. Of our flaps. Set up here. Yeah, set up here. Go ahead, put this on our approach mode. Airport right there ahead of us. And we'll just pop the lights. The flaps. It's Alaska 2503 with the flight level 250.
Alaska
Look at us.
2503, Anchorage approach, altimeter 2967. Expect
Got my
visual
announcement.
approach runway
There, guys.
7 left.
Visual approach, landing runway 7 left, altimeter 2967, Alaska 2503. I'm gonna hurry now. We're on a timer.
Alaska 2503, airport is at your 12 o'clock 15 miles. Report the field in sight.
Field inside, Alaska 2503. Hey guys, I was a little late on this one.
Alaska 2503, cleared visual approach runway 7 left.
Visual approach 7 left, Alaska 2503. I did custom tower here in just I'm gonna keep it right there for a second. Get our gear down, see our flaps are all set. Shooter's got it, we're on glide slope, I'm not worried about it. Okay, set up. Wing foot. There's a hard line to our glide slope.
Alaska 2503, contact Anchorage Tower 118.3. See you.
Forward Anchorage Tower 118.3, Alaska 2503. Anchorage Tower, Alaska 2503 with you, wind up 7 left.
Alaska 2503, Anchorage Tower, wind 280 at 4, runway 7 left clear to land.
Clear to land 7 left, Alaska 2503. Alright, gear's coming down, guys. We're lined up right now, we're on the glide slope. Runway's right there. This is the shorter of the two. So, I'll give you an idea. We got good blocking here. I'm very happy with this. Get a little more landscape here over there. So, really good. gonna let the plane land itself on this one. So we can kind of watch the way that I set this up. Not really into the wide slope yet. It hasn't really sent yet. Just start seeing it going down. Oh, there it goes. Now there's the wide slope. I was waiting for it. Out. Just so you guys know, my hands are, you can't see this, hands are on the controls ready to put out the reversers and speed brakes. The plane is doing an auto land on autopilot right now. Autopilot is flying this in. As you can see, we're kind of crowd legging it. The crosswind we have right now, and it will correct itself. I'll go back to this on the spot. Like I said, I'm just going to let the plane do it. Oh, yeah, we're not going to let the plane do it. Alright, there's speed brakes, they're out. Exit left of Charlie, Alaska, 25 up to 3. It wasn't stopping on the runway. Here comes the blast up. Charlie. Down. Exit.
Alaska 2503, contact ground 121.9er.
Over to ground, 121.9er, Alaska, 25 up to 3. Pitch ground, Alaska 2503, request taxi to the side gate.
Alaska 2503, gate Charlie 2, taxi by Kilo, Echo 1, Echo 2.
Taxi engage, Charlie 2, taxi via Kilo, Echo 1, Echo 2, Alaska 25 up to 3. Alright guys. A little bit short on that landing. Something you gotta watch with auto landings. sometimes they want to bring me in just a little early. Get inside of back inside for a sec so we can get this plane set up. So we'll get that off, that off, that off. We're gonna get our bead on, started. Taxi lights. So this is the Delta section of Anchorage. Where all the Delta flights come into is right here off to the right. And if you come around the corner, you're going to see some of the 747s that are up here, the air cargos. So this is a nice hub for cargo planes. They'll come and stop here for going over to Japan or China and refuel. Like if they're flying from Miami, they'll fly to Anchorage, land, get an inspection, and then they'll take off and head back down to China or down to Japan, Tokyo. So, but I'm actually very happy with what it looks like. This is actually an airport that's done right. So the Alaska planes are in the Alaska gates, and the Delta planes are in the Delta gates. So that's good to see. Alaska Airlines has majority here. We get some Delta flights up here. Some United up here as well, but that's normal seeing those cargo planes right there. Refuel, checked out, all that stuff. So we're going to Charlie 2, which is right here to the right. Alright, check. AQ is on. Our little guy out there to guide us in. Okay guys, we are parked up. Engine's coming off. Get those lights off. Runway. We'll get our strobes back to auto. Wing lights off. Navigation lights or logo lights are off, and we can hit our seat belts. Let's get GSX pulled up.
Boarding requested.
Okay. Jump outside real quick. We're a little left. Okay. Not bad. And we're a little off spot. Not bad though. Got it done. But okay. Well, we're gonna get this plane deboarded and have everything done there, guys. Thank you for watching. I know it's a longer video. Hope you guys enjoyed the approaches, landings, and handlings at both sides of this. So here's our guy we're supposed to have. But, I guess I didn't have GSX pulled up, so that's alright. Anyway, I I said, I'm very happy to see how this is actually put together. This is very accurate.
Alaska 266 at gate Charlie
Like I
5.
said, if you get a chance, go up there.
Pushback and engine start.
100%, 100% recommend it.
Alaska 266, Anchorage ground.
Hey guys, take it easy. We'll see you on the next video.